Michael Bisping, UFC Hall of Famer and former middleweight champion, has a clear message for Jon Jones: defend the belt or step aside. The frustrations around the heavyweight title situation are mounting. Fans, fighters, and even analysts are growing increasingly impatient with the uncertainty surrounding Jones and a potential unification bout against interim champion Tom Aspinall. Jon Jones, who holds an astonishing record of 28 wins and just one official loss in his MMA career, captured the heavyweight title in a grand fashion. But since then, his activity, or rather, lack of it, has left the division in limbo. After defending his title against Stipe Miocic at UFC 304 last July, he's been anything but committed to fighting again. Instead, he's been more visible enjoying his time in various locations, sharing videos of vacations and leisure, while giving the MMA world only cryptic updates about his future. Meanwhile, Tom Aspinall, the rising star and interim champion, has been left waiting. Aspinall isn't just holding a temporary belt, he's earned it. His knockout of Sergey Pavlovich at UFC 294 was a statement. Then came UFC 304, where he defended that interim title by stopping Curtis Blaydes. In a little over a year, Aspinall has proven himself as arguably the most dangerous man in the division. Yet, he's sidelined, stuck in uncertainty. And for Bisping, that's not just unfortunate, it's unacceptable. Speaking on The Bonfire, with Mike Bone of MMA Junkie, Bisping expressed what many fans are thinking but few say so bluntly. If Jones is serious about retirement, he should just admit it. If he's not, then he needs to honor the responsibilities that come with being the champion of the world. You have an obligation to the sport, the fans, to the other fighters in the division, Bisping said. Live your life, but if you're retired, just be honest and come out and say it. Dana White, UFC president, has maintained that Jones vs. Aspinall is the plan, but with the UFC's recent announcement of upcoming PPV events, with no sign of a heavyweight title fight, it's easy to see why doubts are setting in. Many now suspect that Jones may be playing a psychological game with Aspinall, something Bisping doesn't rule out. Maybe it's just Jon messing with Tom psychologically, he said. Because he's a master of his craft, and he knows what he's doing. But there's a line between psychological warfare and holding an entire division hostage. Bisping was quick to call out what would be, in his words, appalling, if Jones is dragging things out simply to keep his title without fighting. Meanwhile, Aspinall is left frustrated. And rightfully so. He's in his prime. He's knocking opponents out with clinical efficiency. He's ready, willing, and able to build a legacy, yet he's benched, waiting for a champion who might not even show up. He's the best finisher in the sport right now, Bisping said. He should be fighting every few months, every 4 or 5 months at least. Instead, he's just sitting around waiting. Aspinall's career isn't the only thing on pause. Fans are also being denied what could be one of the most intriguing heavyweight matchups in UFC history. Stylistically, it's fascinating. Aspinall's speed, precision, and athleticism versus Jones' unmatched fight IQ and versatility. The stakes are high, the moment is perfect, yet, the fight remains in limbo. And deep down, Bisping believes there's something else at play. He thinks Jones knows this isn't an easy win. I think Tom smokes him, Bisping said boldly. I do. And I think Jon is probably very conscious of that threat. I'm not saying he doesn't think he can win, but he knows it's a tough fight. It's a fight Jones should take, not just because it's expected, but because it mirrors the opportunity he once received. Back in 2011, after defeating Ryan Bader, Jones was offered a title shot against Mauricio Shogun Rua on just 6 weeks' notice. He took it. He won. He made history. He became the youngest champion in UFC history. Jones' rise was fast, fearless, and decisive. Now, the tables have turned. A new lion waits for his shot, just as hungry, just as ready. Bisping believes it's time for Jones to pay that opportunity forward. Whether out of respect for the sport or acknowledgement of how he got here himself, Jones needs to give Aspinall that same shot. If Jones walks away now, the story will feel incomplete. The debate over the greatest fighter of all time will remain, but there will be a caveat: he never faced the young lion knocking at the door. For Bisping, and many others, that's not the legacy a fighter like Jones deserves. So what's next? The UFC must make a decision. Either strip Jones of the title if he refuses to fight or finally lock in the unification bout fans have been begging for. Tom Aspinall has done everything right. He's taken every challenge, passed every test, and done so with class and humility. He's not just ready, he's overdue. Bisping's message echoes louder now than ever before. The heavyweight title cannot be held hostage. The time for games is over. Jon Jones, it's time to defend, or move